And good morning, everybody. I am Steve McMurray, in for Gary Liberatore this morning.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2, meteorologist Eric Gage.
And we've got a lot to get to this morning, but we want to get a check of that forecast as you begin your work week. And a mixed bag this weekend. It seems like, you know, there is that old adage, if you don't like what the weather's doing, wait 10 minutes, it'll change. And it lived up to that billing and then some all weekend long.
Yeah, weather can make what's mine this past weekend. Sunshine, mix of rain here and there. And today, well, a bit more certain on that forecast. Let's take a look at what's going on right now in Oneonta. And we're seeing cloudy skies with a few peaks of sunshine. And we're tracking mostly cloudy skies for today. And also, even though we have a small chance of a light shower, not a complete washout. Same thing over the weekend. Not a complete washout either day. Chances for dry weather here and there. Same thing for this afternoon. A live look at the radar, things are currently dry. And temperatures starting out in the low 50s with mostly cloudy skies. And we're not going to be climbing out of the 50s for a lot of the region today. In fact, some locations barely reaching the 60-degree mark. So again, cloudy and cool today with some spotty light rain mixing in. But that's not the story for the middle of the work week. We're going to be tracking a bit of a drying trend and a warm-up as we head into Wednesday and Thursday, potentially reaching near 80 degrees. But again, today, mostly cloudy skies, temperatures upper 50s, low 60s, feeling a lot more like a late spring, in fact, mid-spring day compared to a mid-June day with mostly cloudy skies. We're going to be tracking, again, what you can expect throughout the work week in that forecast in the minutes ahead. Steve?
All right, Eric, thanks a lot. And don't forget, the Storm Tracker 2 forecast is never more than 10 minutes away. New this morning, Lieutenant.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired.
Good morning. Welcome back. The time now is 5:11. We're getting you set to head out the door this morning on your Munson Commute Cast. And to start, we're taking a live look on our Cavie Tower camera. A bit hard to see. We have some patchy fog in the highest elevations early this morning, and that could cause some tricky travel. But for the most part, the lowest elevations looking pretty okay. And again, it's a bit of a cooler start this morning. Temperatures starting out in the 50s, and we're not warming up by much, with highs only approaching the low 60s by this afternoon. So again, this morning we're dealing with some patchy fog, and again, this afternoon drying out, potentially a stray shower, but we do have an actual drying trend as we head into the middle of this coming work week, with highs approaching the low 80s. We'll talk about that forecast and the rest of the work week straight ahead. Steve?
All right, Eric, thanks.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning. Welcome back. Hope everyone had a great weekend. And to start out today, well, it's in the 50s under cloudy skies, and we're tracking not that much of a warm-up by this afternoon. Let's take a live look outside first along the arterial in downtown Utica right now. Traffic, of course, being this early in the morning, not too bad of a start. Same thing, the roads not even that damp as well after some scattered showers over the weekend. Things are starting to trend a little bit more on the dry side today, although we can't rule out a stray shower. Officially 53 degrees with cloudy skies, decent wind of 6 miles per hour from the west-northwest, lower dew point, so comfortable humidity at this point. And a live look at the Ortful Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. Things are pretty quiet all across central New York early this morning. And again, today, it's not going to warm up by much, with highs approaching the low 60s. We're about 16 degrees below the normal high around this time of year, and it will definitely feel like that across the region for today. Go the Distance takes place this evening, and the temperatures, again, upper 50s to mid 50s, cloudy and cool, but we're not dodging any thunderstorms, maybe just a light sprinkle here and there, so weather will not be too bad if you are planning on going to the Go the Distance later this evening. And as we head throughout the middle of this coming work week, how about these for temperatures? Climbing back up into the 70s, the low 80s as we head into Thursday and even into the early part of Friday. Bigger picture showing cloudy skies and a few light sprinkles and spotty showers today. Now notice throughout the next few days, this moisture will basically cling throughout central New York until around Wednesday. So although we'll be dry tomorrow, it will still remain at least a mix of sun and clouds, maybe mostly cloudy skies with a few peaks of sunshine. In fact, on our Skycast this morning, mostly cloudy skies, light shower this afternoon, but really that's about it. Following that, temperatures remaining in the 50s to low 50s overnight. And then tomorrow morning, dry start, mostly cloudy skies. Afternoon, still looking at mostly cloudy skies, a little warmer with highs in the mid 60s. And then following that, we'll clear out by late tomorrow evening. And this will set forth a pretty nice stretch of weather heading into Wednesday and Thursday with warmer temperatures and more sunshine. So how about that 7-day forecast? Well, we got near 80 degrees for Thursday and Friday. Then a cold front rolls through. Temperatures will fall back down into the 70s by Saturday and Sunday for Father's Day. And so far, things are shaping up pretty good as we head into Father's Day weekend. In fact, a few days beforehand, too. 74 and 80 Wednesday and Thursday with plenty of sunshine.
All right, hopefully that holds true because Mother's Day seemed to be pretty, right? Want to keep it?
Yeah. No Mother's Day snowstorm, so no Father's Day snowstorm.
You're going out on a limb there.
Yeah.
All right, Eric. I love your confidence and your conviction. All right, thanks. Well, the time now is 5/2024, and the news rolls along right now.
Now, the news with Steve McMurray and meteorologist Eric Gage.
And good Monday morning to you. Thank you for joining us this half hour. I'm Steve McMurray in for Gary this morning.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2, meteorologist Eric Gage.
Let's start this half hour with a check of that Storm Tracker 2 forecast. And you saw the fog on the hilltops up here on Smith Hill. We have some fog. You see right behind us, however, Cooperstown, main drag there is nice and clear. What are we expecting for today? 'Cause we had a mixed bag of everything in the last 48 to 72 hours, that's for sure. Every time you looked up, it was something different.
Yeah, and today a bit more on the certain side.
Okay.
We got clouds, we got maybe some light rain here and there, but that's really about it. The main thing, though, it's going to feel cooler.
Okay.
Upper 50s, low 60s. Does not feel like a June day at all.
No.
In fact, a live look outside from our camera atop Hartwick College in Oneonta. We're seeing what pretty much all of central New York is seeing, mostly cloudy skies and potentially some fog out in the distance, but that's really about it. Radar is looking pretty quiet as well. And this afternoon, we could see a passing light shower, but that's really about it regarding rainfall activity. Now, in the Hudson Valley, they are waking up to some sunshine, but here locally, we got some low-level clouds that's just producing plenty of overcast skies across the region. And so mostly cloudy and cool today. Spotty light rain mixing in by the afternoon. But as we head throughout the work week, we got better days ahead with sunshine moving in, warmer temperatures, and of course, drier weather. And so for today, cloudy skies, temperatures barely reaching 60 degrees. It's going to be a cool June day today. But following that, again, we're talking about that warm up in that week ahead forecast in the minutes ahead. Steve?
All right, Eric, thanks. And don't forget, the Storm Tracker 2 forecast is never more than 10 minutes away. Well, new this morning.
Welcome back. Happy Monday, everyone. We have a great photo to show with you all this morning. This one was submitted to us over the weekend, and this was taken north of Boonville, up in Lewis County, of bald eagles. And not just one, not two. They said they pictured 5 here, and it took me a little bit to find the 5th one. I think it's it looks like a juvenile eagle ahead of the one on the right of the screen right there. So 5 eagles all in this one picture. Great photo submitted to us from David. If you want to submit a photo like this one, we have a bunch of photos we still haven't gotten to just yet of spring things such as flowers, of great scenery, great sunrises. All of them we'll gladly accept. Send to the link wktv.com/weather/pics. A live look at current temperatures this morning in the 50s, 54 for pretty much a lot of the region, 51 up in Inlet 51 in Lake Pleasant as well. And those temperatures are not going to climb by much. As we head throughout the afternoon, we'll climb maybe into the upper 50s, low 60s, but that's really about it. We are tracking an actual warm-up as we head in the middle of the work week. We'll talk about that warm-up in the full forecast in the minutes ahead. Steve?
All right, Eric, thanks. Over the weekend, we welcome
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning. Hope everyone had a great weekend. And today, well, it's going to shape up to be almost a, I would say, mid to late April day with temperatures in the 50s, barely reaching the 60-degree mark. As we take a live look at downtown Utica right now on the next center camera, overcast skies, a bit gloomy out there this morning, and the clouds aren't going to whisk away all too much today. Temperatures in the mid-50s at this point in Utica, 53 officially in Rome. The sunrise, of course, happened a few moments ago, but with the overcast skies, a bit hard to see early this morning. And the radar, of course, is quiet and dry. Now, we are tracking just some rain showers up to the north that will pass through, maybe some light sprinkles and light rain, but that's really about it with rainfall activity for today. It's going to be mainly dry and, of course, mainly cloudy. But how about this? Highs today climb only into the low 60s. Our normal high this time of year is 76 degrees for the high. So we're about 16 degrees below average for today. Of course, normal low, right around normal as well. The go the distance training is for today, especially this evening. And temperatures will be not too bad for running standards. Not hot and humid, cloudy and cool, with temperatures in the low to mid 50s, potentially upper 50s, depending on how warm it does get by the afternoon. But take a look at these temperatures throughout the rest of the work week. We'll see a bit of a climb today, warming up to the 70s by Wednesday, and then 80s as we head to Thursday and Friday of the end of the work week. Now, the bigger picture, we're seeing just a few spotty rain showers and clouds today as a few disturbances push through central New York. But notice how the clouds will linger until around tomorrow evening, and then following that, sunshine moves in by Wednesday as high pressure begins to set up, and that'll linger into most of Thursday and the early part of Friday. And so our skycast, well, not too much in terms of activity with this system moving through. Just some light sprinkles and rain showers, mostly cloudy skies, temperatures in the 60s. Then by tonight, we'll fall back down into the low 50s, still with mostly cloudy skies. And then tomorrow, cloudy to start, cloudy for the afternoon, but by the evening, those clouds will eventually whisk away, and we'll start to see some sunshine move in by Wednesday. And so for today, 60s tomorrow, upper 60s, Wednesday through Friday, 70s and 80s. Our best chance for notable rain showers over the next 7 days will be roughly Friday. But the good news is, as we head into Father's Day weekend, fingers crossed this pattern holds, because if we just get one completely dry weekend from Saturday to Sunday, it's been so long since we had that. I mean, we had a dry Saturday, rainy Sunday.
Memorial Day was good until
Yes.
Until Monday got a little dicey.
Yeah.
But putting a couple together wouldn't be the worst thing either,
Yes,
right?
2 dry days in a row. Can we have that?
Yeah, we'll try. All right, thanks a lot, Eric. Well, the rain did hold off for the third.
News with Steve McMurray and meteorologist Eric Gage.
And good morning. Thank you for joining us this Monday morning. I am Steve McMurray, in for Gary Libertor.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2, meteorologist Eric Gage.
And a lot to get to this morning, but we want to get a check of that forecast as you begin your day and perhaps getting kids ready for school or heading out to work. Mixed bag this past weekend, like we were saying in the 5 o'clock hour. It seemed like that adage of if you wait 10 minutes, it'll change certainly lived true, because it changed all weekend long.
Yeah, it didn't quite make up its mind. Now, today, I think Mother Nature has made a bit more of an idea of what they want in terms of weather.
More of a determination?
Yes. So let's take a look at what's going on outside right now. First off, in Oneonta from our camera atop Hartwick College. Now, overcast skies, the main scene across pretty much all of central New York. Not quite seeing too many cases of clearing at this point. But today, it's going to be cloudy, it's going to be cool, potentially a stray rain shower this afternoon, but the rain will be light and it will be isolated, so it's not going to be a complete washout. Again, same to this past weekend, not complete washouts. Now, overcast skies for pretty much all of central New York. The sunshine is staying only in the Hudson Valley early this morning. Now, what we're tracking, again, mostly cloudy and cool today. Some spotty light rain will mixing in by the afternoon, but a warming and drying trend begins to arrive by the midweek. We'll talk about that in just a few minutes. But again, today, mostly cloudy skies, temperatures climbing to near 60. It will not feel like a early to mid-June day, more like a late to early spring day. We'll talk about, of course, that warm up and that drying trend in that forecast in the minutes ahead. Steve?
All right, Eric, thanks. And don't forget the Storm Tracker 2 forecast is never more than 10 minutes away. New this morning, Lieutenant Governor.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired.
Welcome back. As you just saw on the Cappy Tower camera, we got some low-level clouds in the highest elevations here in the local region. But taking a look at other locations on our Munson CommuteCast, not too bad of a start. A live view at the arterial right now in downtown Utica. Traffic, of course, not too bad to start. Roads looking dry. The conditions this morning favor mainly dry conditions, cloudy skies, but cooler temperatures in the mid-50s. And that's what we'll be expecting throughout the entire day today, barely reaching the low 60s by this afternoon. We can see all across central New York right now on the Mesnet camera network. Not a whole lot of sunshine peeking out. And again, that's the second thing today. It's going to be cloudy along with those cooler temperatures, feeling a lot more like an April day here in central New York. But again, this morning, patchy fog on the highest elevations in temperatures in the 50s, climbing into the low 60s by this afternoon with mostly cloudy skies. Now, following this, we are tracking a bit of a warm-up as we head in the middle of this work week. We'll talk about that warm-up and the drying trend in that forecast in the minutes ahead. Steve?
All right, Eric, thanks. Fires continue to rage in the Pantanal, the world's largest tropical wetland in central western Brazil. According to Brazil's National Institute for Space Research, satellite data showed a 980% increase in the number of fires in the Pantanal through June 5th. Experts say the blaze is the result of weak rains since late last year, which have disrupted the usual seasonal flooding and left more of the region vulnerable to fires. The figures have raised alarms as the region heads into the riskiest season for wildfires, which usually starts in July and peaks in August and September. Time now is 6.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning. Welcome back, everyone. This Monday, starting out mostly cloudy. Now, overcast skies for much of the region, but Oneonta is looking out right now. Let's take a live look from our camera at Top Hartwick College. We're seeing some sunshine peek out from the hills in the distance. In fact, it's looking to be a very nice scene. I'm going to turn down the exposure just a little bit so we can capture some more of that sunshine right there. Look at that shot right now. And for most of central New York, we're talking about overcast skies, but a few peaks of sunshine are possible early this morning. Temperatures, of course, starting out in the mid-50s. Now, it's comfortable humidity-wise after a very humid stretch early last week. We're not talking about that, at least for the next few days, but warmer temperatures are on the way. A live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. Things are quiet and dry for now, but our attention points to this weak front to the northwest. This will fire up some light sprinkles and light drizzle. We're not expecting anything major rain-wise for today. In fact, that looks to be about it. And now the main story, though, is it's not warming up by much. Highs today climbing only into the low 60s. Our normal high this time of year is 76. We're 16 degrees below average for today. And it will feel, of course, not like June, maybe like late April with these temperatures. Now, go the distance is today. Now, if you are running the go the distance this afternoon, not too bad running weather. Cloudy and cool, comfortable humidity with temperatures in the low to mid 50s. Now, temperatures as we head throughout the rest of the work week will continue to climb up into the 70s by Wednesday, 80s as we approach Thursday and Friday. Now, bigger picture. We've got clouds and stubborn moisture across much of the northeast early this morning as a few troughs indicated by these black lines move through parts of our local area. But these clouds will diminish by tomorrow evening and we'll see some sunshine move in as high pressure keeps things quiet and dry all across our region. So for today, nothing too notable. A few passing light showers, temperatures in the low 60s, mostly cloudy skies. Lows tonight will fall down into the 50s once more, and then a little bit warmer tomorrow, but still stubborn clouds are hanging around a lot of central New York until roughly the evening. That's when some sunshine could peek out right before sunset, and this will set the stage for some sunnier weather and warmer weather as we approach Wednesday and Thursday. And so your 7-day forecast, gradually warming up into the 80s as we head into the end of the work week. Our best chance for some notable rain showers looks to be on Friday with some showers and storms, and then a little bit of a cool down heading into Father's Day weekend, but not too bad. In fact, I would say if things hold, we'll get a nice weekend entirely for Father's Day weekend. I think it's more than welcome after a very, I would say, unsettled stretch of weekends.
Yeah.
And weekends past.
Well, and when you have a weekend like we did this past weekend, when it's so, it changes. It's hard to plan them, right? So
Yes.
yeah, it's like, oh, let's cancel our plans. Oh, wait, the sun's out, and then the sun's out. All right, let's go forward with our plans, and now it's raining.
Yeah,
So
there goes the rain. So
frustrating. All right, thanks a lot, Eric. Well, the 18th Mott Marathon rolls along right now.
Now, the news with Steve McMurray and meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us this half hour. I'm Steve McMurray, in for Gary today.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Eric Gage.
So let's start this half hour with a check of that Storm Tracker 2 forecast. And sunrise coming up over the valley. It's foggy on the hill to start this morning.
Yeah, the clouds are slowly lifting, but those clouds will still remain a bit stubborn throughout the day. Not so much in terms of rain one day, or rain one moment, sunshine the next, clouds the next moment, like we saw over the weekend.
Right.
But more in terms of just mainly cloudy and cool. That'll be the main story today. So let's take a look outside. We have a glimpse of some sunshine in Oneonta, but as quick as the sun showed up, it is moving away as clouds are continuing to move right back into our local area. And regardless, it's mainly dry on the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar, but up to the northwest, we're seeing the passing of a front which will produce potentially a light shower here and there. But that's really about it rain-wise today. It's mainly cloudy, temperatures in the 50s, and it's not warming up by much today as well with cool conditions, almost like late April across the region. Spotty light rain might mix in, but following that, we've got a warming and drying trend as we approach the midweek. And so for today, mostly cloudy skies, highs approaching near 60 degrees. Going to be a cool and cloudy one today, but again, as we head into the next few days, we'll continue to see warmer temperatures. We'll talk about what we can expect for today in detail, plus for the work week ahead, straight ahead. Steve?
All right, Eric, thanks. And don't forget the Storm Tracker 2 forecast is never more than 10 minutes away. New this morning, Joy.
Welcome back. We are taking a look at our photo of the day today, and this one was a great submission over the weekend of several eagles. And it took me a little bit to count them all because I was able to spot initially 4, but Scott, who submitted this photo, or David, I should say, who submitted this photo, said there were 5. And I looked a bit harder, and I could see a juvenile eagle in front of the other one on the right side of the screen. So a very nice photo of 5 eagles here taken north of Boonville in Lewis County. So again, great photo here. If you want to submit a photo like this one with some local animals, some flowers, or a nice sunrise photo, weather photo in general, send a link on top of your screen, WKTV.com/weather/pics. Well, this morning it's a cooler start, temperatures in the 50s, but we're not warming up by much, with highs only approaching the low 60s by this afternoon. We're tracking, though, warmer temperatures ahead. Details on that in the few minutes ahead. Steve?
All right, Eric, thanks. Over the weekend, we welcomed in the
York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning. Welcome back. Right now, the time is 6:47, and so far it's cloudy out there this morning, and we're not expecting that much of a difference as we had throughout the afternoon. A live look at Oneonta right now. Overcast skies, pretty much all of central New York seeing overcast skies at this point. And today will be cloudy it'll be cool as well. Official temperature starting out 54 in Rome, west wind of 7 miles per hour. Humidity, though, on the comfortable side. And that will be the case for today. Comfortable humidity, cooler temperatures, cloudy skies, and potential for an afternoon light rain shower. But that's really about it. We're not talking about a complete washout today, nor for the next few days. In fact, it will dry out for the most part as we approach tomorrow and the middle of the work week. But again, today, much cooler than average. 60 degrees a high, 76 normal high this time of year. So it's going to be cool today. In fact, great running weather if you're going to go the distance today with temperatures in the, I would say, low to mid 50s, cloudy and cool conditions. The rain shower should taper off just in time for the event. But following today, we're not talking about cool temperatures sticking around for too long. We're back up into the 70s by Wednesday, 80s or low 80s by Thursday and Friday. Well, the bigger picture, why are we still seeing cloudy skies lingering into today and tomorrow? Well, we've got a few waves or troughs in the atmosphere, these black lines keeping moisture at bay here in central New York, and those clouds are difficult to whisk away. But following tomorrow, we'll see some clear skies move in as a ridge of high pressure arrives over central New York. And so for today, mostly cloudy skies, temperatures barely reaching the low 60s, a stray passing shower, but that's really about it. By this evening, we dry out once more, remain dry overnight with mostly cloudy skies and lows falling down into the low 50s. Cloudy to start tomorrow, same type of weather, although a little bit more dry. And on top of that, we'll actually see some clearing skies as we approach the evening. 5 p.m., still looking mostly cloudy. By right around sunset, sunshine will continue to move in, and this will set the stage for a sunny mid and end of the work week. And so look at your 7-day forecast. Well, we got 60s today. If we're lucky, near 70 by Tuesday, 74 Wednesday, 80s by Thursday and Friday. Our best chance of notable rain showers are on Friday. And fingers crossed the nice weather holds into Father's Day weekend with sunshine and temperatures in the 70s.
All right, thanks a lot, Eric. Well, a state of emergency in Wyoming near...
Now, the news with Steve McMurray and meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us. I'm Steve McMurray, in for Gary today.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2, meteorologist Eric Gage.
A lot to get to this morning, but we want to get right to the forecast so you can better plan your day. And we talked earlier this morning that the weather yesterday, or over the weekend, I should say, was a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
But looks like we got a little more fine-tuned today.
Yes, a bit more straightforward.
Yeah.
We got clouds, we got cooler weather. In fact, let's take a live look outside. And in Oneonta right now, it's cloudy and it's cool. And this will be a common sight today. We're not going to be lucky in seeing a whole lot of sunshine. But for the most part, it's looking dry. There is potential for an afternoon light shower, but the rainfall activity will be very low. Around the state, temperature-wise, in the 50s to start, and we're not warming up by much, only potentially into the upper 50s, low 60s, with cloudy skies today, spotty light rain mixing in again, but as we head throughout the work week, we'll dry out and warm up with potential for some sunshine as you approach Wednesday and Thursday. And so for today, cloudy skies, upper 50s, low 60s, the highs. And again, today, cloudy and cool. As we head throughout the next few days, we could see those warmer temperatures. We'll talk about that in that full forecast straight ahead. Steve?
All right, Eric, thanks. And don't forget the Storm Tracker 2 forecast is never more than 10 minutes away. New this morning, Lieutenant...
Central New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning, welcome back. It is 7:23, and this morning is starting out a bit on the cloudy side, and we'll continue to see these clouds for pretty much the entire day today, as well as a little bit cooler. But first, a live look in downtown Utica along the arterial at this point. Still traffic picking up once more, but of course it's looking pretty much entirely dry across most of central New York. And currently 55 degrees, comfortable humidity, and winds from the west to 8 miles per hour. A live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. Of course, things are pretty quiet. However, we could see a stray light shower this afternoon, but that's really about it rain-wise for today, as we are slowly entering a dry pattern as we approach Wednesday and Thursday this coming work week. And throughout the day, temperatures only climb upper 50s to low 60s, so it's going to feel much cooler than average. In fact, normal high this time of year is 76 degrees. And dew points, the humidity remaining on the low side, down into the low 50s. Now, heading throughout the week, we'll start to see a bit of a warm-up. Tuesday and Wednesday, upper 60s to mid 70s. Then by Thursday and Friday, up into the low 80s. And we'll see plenty of sunshine, although as well with Wednesday and Thursday's weather. Some more showers will begin to arrive as we approach Friday. But in our Skycast this morning, temperatures in the 50s, cloudy skies. We could see a few spotty light rain showers this afternoon, but these showers will be light. And then following that, we'll dry out again by this evening with mostly cloudy skies. Tonight, lows will fall back down into the low 50s with overcast conditions. And then heading to tomorrow, same story. Mostly cloudy skies, a little bit warmer and a little bit more dry as well, with no rainfall expected for pretty much the entire day as well. And then following that, we'll see some sunshine as skies will gradually clear out by the late evening. And so, your 7-day forecast. We've got 60s expected for tomorrow, upper 60s, 70s Wednesday, sunshine both days as well, 80s as we approach Thursday and Friday. Rain chances increase as well. And then heading into Father's Day weekend, 70s, but hopefully dry weather that will stick around heading into Father's Day itself and hopefully the week beyond.
A little bit of a lighter topic, and there's really no easy way to transition from that, but taking a look at the forecast outside, a little bit of a gloomy day out there.
Yeah, but we have brighter days ahead. I think that's the good news. Again, I just want to give the respect that the man deserves. 50 years for
Nearly
the community.
50 years,
Nearly 50 years for the
yeah.
Utica community. So again, thoughts go out to the family and friends of Brooks. And again, today, it's a cloudy day out there. A bit of rain showers on the Cavvy Tower camera right now on Smith Hill and Deerfield. And so far, this is what we're expecting for most of the afternoon. A live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. As you mentioned this morning, just some light rain showers at most impacting us here today. But following this, we'll actually enter a bit of a dry pattern as we approach the middle and end of the work week. And so, cloudy skies across the region at this point. Temperatures in the upper 50s. We'll barely reach the 60-degree mark here in the Mohawk Valley. So a bit of a cool day, cooler than average. In fact, 16 degrees cooler than average for this time of year throughout pretty much all of central New York. So the clouds will remain, linger into tonight and into tomorrow. But we do have some sunshine on the way as we head into Wednesday and Thursday. We'll talk about those sunshine chances and the warming trend we're expecting in that forecast in the minutes ahead. Ben?
Eric, thank you very much. A woman injured in a car.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good afternoon. Welcome back. Well, it doesn't quite feel like June out there, does it? It's 50s, near 60 out, cloudy skies. Where is that summertime heat? Well, it's in the forecast, but not for today. Maybe later on in the week we might get to that summer-like conditions. But for now, again, cloudy skies, temperatures officially in the 50s in downtown Utica right now. In Rome, 59 with a decent westerly wind and comfortable humidity. So that's the good news, is humidity not too high at this point, and we'll continue to track, I would say, slightly increasing humidity levels as we approach the middle and end of the work week. A live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. There is some light drizzle and sprinkles taking place primarily in the North Country at this point. Just a bit of a radar hole here in Boonville with, I would say, light, if not none, rain, no rain showers taking place at this point, and light rain falling in Old Forge and out in Redfield in Oswego County. Now, the rain today is scattered, but it's light, and this is probably as strong as the rain is going to be getting. And following today, we actually have a dry stretch of weather lingering into the middle and potentially the end of the work week. However, we could run into some showers and thunderstorms on Friday. But the big news is the summertime heat will return as we head into Thursday and Friday. Highs in the upper 70s to low 80s. And again, we're talking about slightly increasing humidity as well. So it's in the horizon. We just got to get through these cooler days to start out the work week. And so heading straight to our Skycast. Today, a few spotty late rain showers, otherwise generally cloudy conditions, with temperatures struggling to reach the 60-degree mark across the region. Then by tonight, mostly cloudy, but also mostly dry. We'll see quiet conditions linger into the early morning tomorrow. Then tomorrow morning, mostly cloudy skies, and the clouds will still linger into the majority of the daytime. This moisture is still stuck near the surface, and it's going to take a little bit of forcing to whisk it away, and that forcing comes heading into tomorrow evening. High pressure starts to move in, the air will start to sink, and of course we'll start to see some clearing conditions right around sunset. Now, looking at partly cloudy skies heading into early Wednesday, with some more sunshine arriving by Wednesday afternoon. It will be a pretty pleasant day. Low humidity, a few clouds in the sky with plenty of opportunity for sunshine. But for today, though, a serious lack of sunshine. Temperatures in the 60s, cloudy with spotty rain tonight, a low 51 under overcast skies. 7-day forecast, warming up, heading in the middle of the work week, 80 on Thursday, 81 Friday, then a few showers and storms roll through. And so far, let's hope we get a dry weekend for Father's Day weekend. Again, it's 7 days out. Things could shift timing-wise, but so far the signal looks good for having nice, dry weather. So we just got to get through the cooler weather now, and eventually we'll see the light at the end of the tunnel.
Well, I'd like to get some consistency in the weekend forecast. Consistently nice. Right now we have the consistency of water with the weekend forecast.
Well, it gives you some sunshine, and then, of course, it rains the next minute because, you know, we can't have enough rain on a weekend.
No, I just want 2 or 3 weekends straight.
Yeah.
Just gorgeous. I love that.
I'll try
sure
my
a lot of
best.
people out there will too.
Yeah,
All right.
same.
Thank you very much, Eric. A combined COVID-19. Just Eric Gage, go the distance tonight.
Yes, and I would say great training weather.
Absolutely.
I know it's cloudy, I know it's cool, but the humidity is low, and I feel like that's important for runners. Of course, our chief meteorologist, who likes to run in very hot and humid weather.
I don't know.
I could not do that, but Bill definitely does enjoy. So, of course, Bill is just a just great runner in general, runs all the time. So, but again, heading out to go the distance this afternoon, it's going to be cooler. Temperatures in the 50s. And again, low humidity, so not too bad in terms of rain weather. Same thing though, no storms to track. The rain is, if it does arrive, will be light, but most of the rain showers should be ending by the time go the distance takes place. Oneonta right now, a live view, overcast skies. This is a scene over pretty much most of central New York. I did catch a glimpse of a patch of blue sky in Utica a few moments ago, but that was quickly engulfed by more overcast skies. So today, not quite what you expect for a few days away from summertime type weather, but cloudy, a few light rain showers in areas to the north, temperatures in the 50s. And for today, we'll barely reach the 60-degree mark. The light rain showers will come to an end, and we're looking at overcast skies tonight and for the start of tomorrow. But we'll start to see some clearing, and we'll start to see warmer temperatures as we head into the next few days. We'll talk about that in that full forecast in the minutes ahead. Ben?
Eric, thank you very much. A hobby has since turned into a...
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good afternoon. Welcome back. The time now is 12:40, and so far it's pretty much not feeling like a June day with cloudy skies and cooler temperatures. A live view outside across Consumer Square into the Consumer Drive area. Traffic not too bad early this afternoon, and overall cool conditions, 50s, comfortable humidity, and a decent wind from the west at 12 miles per hour. And a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. Things are at this point Still mainly dry, some light drizzle and showers in areas north of the Mohawk Valley, but that's really about it rainfall-wise for today. We're not tracking any heavy downpours or just overall a complete washout, because following this afternoon rain, we'll actually dry out as we head into the evening. And so, rainfall look today, scattered showers. Next few days, no rain is expected. Now, clouds will still stick around for most of tomorrow, but that won't be the case as we head into Wednesday through Friday. In fact, not only will the clouds disappear, we're talking about warmer temperatures climbing back into summertime-like conditions up into the upper 70s to low 80s. So we just got to get through this cool stretch first. Now, for those of you that were not a fan of the humidity, I would say enjoy the low humidity now, because it will start to slowly increase later on this week. Our Skycast showing clouds and some light drizzle this afternoon. Temperatures still struggling to reach the 60-degree mark over pretty much a lot of the Mohawk Valley. Even the lowest elevations still hovering in the upper 50s. Then, by this evening, mostly cloudy and dry. Tonight, mostly cloudy and dry. Now tomorrow, same story. Dry, lingering clouds, although a little bit warmer by the afternoon with highs in the low to mid 60s. But following tomorrow afternoon, we'll actually start to see some of this cloud cover begin to break, especially right before sunset. And not only that, but we'll actually see partly cloudy to mostly clear skies overnight tomorrow night, cooler temperatures in the 40s, and then we'll climb back up into the low 70s by Wednesday afternoon with a better chance for sunshine and not too bad of a day weather-wise as we head into the middle and end of the work week. And so for today, high is 65. If we're lucky, I would say more so in the low end, upper 50s, low 60s, with cloudy skies and potentially some spotty rain. By tonight, a low of 51 with overcast skies. In our 7-day forecast, we're starting out with 60s today and tomorrow, Wednesday and Thursday up into the 80s as we approach Friday. Now, it's looking mainly dry it's Wednesday and Thursday, but by Friday, showers and storms will push through. Then we'll cool off a little bit as we head into Father's Day weekend, but looking pretty dry. And I hope that drying trend sticks around, because I think that we deserve at least a completely dry holiday weekend, and of course just in time for Father's Day and just in time for, I think, I want to exactly make sure I get the timing right, the 20th of June, first day of summer, which is just under 2 weeks away.
Wow.
So we're getting close.
Hard to believe.
Hard to believe. It's almost summertime, and
know.
it's 50s out in clouds.
Yeah, right? It's central New York for you. All right. Thank you very much, Eric. U.S. officials believe Venezuela...
Time for our first look at the forecast with Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
A cool day today, Kristen, but the weather does look to warm up as we head throughout the week. If you're going out for a run this evening, we're in the 50s. It's actually a really comfortable evening to be out doing exercise or working on the yard. This is perfect weather to do that. Temperatures will remain in the 50s this evening. And we are keeping an eye on the radar for a couple of sprinkles working in from the north. Right now, things are mainly dry, but I can't rule out just a very light sprinkle this evening. Current temperature 57 degrees. It's cool. It's cloudy. We did hit 60 at Griffiths and Rome, but that's about as warm as it's gotten today. We do have warmer weather ahead. This kind of weather doesn't usually stick around in June. We're looking at sunshine to return on Wednesday and summer heat looking to return as we look ahead. This evening, cloudy skies, temperatures in the 50s. Again, we're tracking that warm up and when our next chance of rain is expected, and that's coming up. Kristen, back to you.
A 73-year-old.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. A cool day today, but the weather is going to change. We're expecting a significant warm-up to take place over the next couple of days. We were generally stuck in the 50s today. It's currently 56 degrees, cloudy skies, kind of feeling like a mid-spring day, feeling like we went backwards 2 months. But this is only temporary. It is June. This kind of weather usually doesn't last. As we look at the radar this evening, things look pretty quiet. We're keeping an eye on this line of showers dropping in from the north. It's possible we could see a few sprinkles from that over the next couple of hours, but that shouldn't last for very long. It remains on the cooler side this evening. With the cloud cover, temperatures are not going to cool off as much as they could, but we should briefly hit the upper 40s right before sunrise tomorrow, and then temperatures will start to rebound. Take a look at this. This is one of the largest silk moths in North America. This is called a robin moth. Sent in by Rich from Yorkville. Beautiful creature. And I guess they're really hard to spot because they don't live for very long. Once they become a moth, the average lifespan is about 10 to 14 days. So again, a pretty rare sight here. Looking to cut the lawn over the next couple of days, you will have more opportunities than you've had lately. It looks like you can cut the lawn late tomorrow. Wednesday and Thursday should be pretty good days. Sunshine, warmer weather. And hopefully that'll give the lawn a chance to dry out. Cool day today, temperatures in the 50s across the board. 57 in Cooperstown, 55 in Oneonta. Low pressure responsible for today's cool, gloomy, unsettled day. We saw similar weather yesterday, but this system's going to move to the east, and we will get a chance to dry out. It's a process to see these upper-level low-pressure systems depart, but it will happen. Tonight, it's cloudy, it's cool. Overnight lows briefly hit the upper 40s. We start out gloomy tomorrow, but we should see at least a few breaks of sunshine and noticeably warmer temperatures tomorrow. We'll make it into the mid-60s. Still cool for June, but not as cool as today. We'll start to clear out tomorrow night, and then Wednesday is the day things will noticeably change. Sunshine, high temperatures back into the low 70s across the area. The next couple of days expected to stay generally dry, although I can't rule out maybe a brief sprinkle here early tomorrow. Cloudy skies tonight, low 49. It's generally cloudy tomorrow. Some breaks of sunshine expected in the afternoon, 66 for the high. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. We're on a warming trend here. We're back to 80 on Thursday before a cold front arrives, bringing some showers to our Flag Day, which is Friday. Saturday, Sunday, the weather looks pretty nice. Partly sunny skies. Father's Day, temperatures in the upper 70s. And next week, there are some really strong signals that summer is coming full bore, maybe into the mid-80s by next Monday.
Good deal. All right, Bill, thank you. The Biden administration chief meteorologist, Bill Curtis.
So we're tracking sunshine, and we've got a countdown here as we head towards the summer solstice. We have brighter days ahead, but just a few more of them. In fact, 2 days from now, we'll see the earliest sunrise of the year, which takes place at 5:20 in the morning. This is for the city of Utica. 10 days from now, we hit the summer solstice, and then 16 days from now, so a little over 2 weeks, we hit the latest sunset, which is 8:44 in the evening. Just like the winter, the earliest sunrise, the latest sunset, not on the same days. It should be on the summer solstice, but because of the equation of time, they don't line up. It's just one of those interesting facts about the way the Earth goes around the sun. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Things look pretty gloomy out there. Maybe a brief sprinkle is possible this evening. Temperatures are going to be on the cool side, but we do warm up. Temperatures will be in the 70s on Wednesday, near 80 on Thursday, and we've got even warmer weather ahead. But this evening it is going to be cloudy and cool. Temperatures in the mid-50s. If you're going to be taking the dog out for a walk, actually pretty comfortable night for the dog. Tonight's featured dog, Denver from Rome. This is brought to you by Nye Automotive Group. We've got some warmer weather ahead. Again, we've got to look at the forecast coming up. Kristen, back to you.
Happening tonight,
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. A cloudy, cool June day across central New York. This is a live look in Oneonta, a temperature of 55 degrees. We have a few sprinkles around this evening. In general, these are not going to last for very long. This is a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. There's not much showing up here, but again, a few sprinkles are possible. I'm seeing one area to the north and also a few showing up to the south of the Mohawk Valley. So again, a light sprinkle is possible through this evening. Again, a closer look at this. These are dropping in from the north. They don't last for very long. Now, I know there's some of you that will grill no matter what. You'll even do it in the winter. But if you enjoy grilling when the sun is out and it's relatively comfortable, the better days would be Tuesday and Wednesday to do that. The air conditioner, which of course has been getting a break here for the past couple of days, will continue you'll continue to give that a break here. But maybe Thursday will be the day where you might consider turning it back on as temperatures climb into the low 80s and the humidity starts to rise. Our sky watchers checking in with temperatures in the 50s, 57 degrees. Micah Duhartford checking in, Helen and Cassville 56, Curtis 52, Jeff and Mohawk 57, 49 in Old Fort, Cooperstown 57, Skanevis with 59 degrees. This cool weather is not going to last. We've got an area of low pressure that's been causing it, and that's going to move to the east and weaken. It's a process, as it usually is, but the weather will slowly improve over the next 24 to 36 hours. Tonight is cloudy. Overnight lows drop down into the upper 40s. It's another cloudy start to the day tomorrow, but by the afternoon we should see at least a couple of breaks of sunshine, and it will be noticeably warmer, or at least less chilly. Temperatures make their way into the mid to upper 60s. The weather starts to clear out tomorrow night, and Wednesday is the day you'll really notice the changes. We'll see some sunshine, and temperatures are expected to climb into the low 70s, and the weather continues to get warmer from there. Tonight, cloudy skies, a low temperature of 49 degrees. Tomorrow, a generally pleasant day, not as cool as today. We'll make it into the mid 60s, and we should see a few breaks of sunshine, and the weather looks generally dry. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. 74 on Wednesday, partly sunny skies. We're up to 80 degrees on Thursday with increasing humidity. Then a cold front arrives Thursday night into Friday, bringing showers, maybe a rumble of thunder. Flag Day 76. The weather clears out just in time for the weekend. Right now things look pretty good. Saturday and Sunday temperatures in the low to mid 70s, and we are seeing a pretty strong signal of summer heat returning next week. Monday's high temperature 86 with a few showers and thunderstorms. We'll be right back.
Time to get you to the forecast with Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Yeah, we're tracking a cool day here in central New York. Our current temperature is 58 degrees. We've got very low humidity. We've been watching the radar today for a few showers. They've been very light. Few sprinkles here and there. Not a whole lot of activity to show you on the radar this evening, but I can't rule out a sprinkle. This is a live look at the Yorkville Battery Stern Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Warmer weather ahead. Temperatures are going to warm up over the next several days. They're going to turn a corner in steps. It's not going to happen all at once. Sunshine in abundance on Wednesday, and looking ahead, there are some signs that summer is going to come in full speed ahead here as we head into the end of the 7-day. Cloudy skies this evening, temperatures in the 50s. Again, tracking some warmer weather ahead. A look at the forecast coming up. Kristen, back to you.
New Ed 6, 2 people are facing.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We're tracking warmer weather as we look ahead. A cool evening out there. Temperature of 57 degrees, cloudy skies. It's a live look in downtown Utica. It feels like we went backwards 2 months. This is more of a typical mid-April day. We will see the weather change. We are in June, and we are going to see this turnaround take place in steps. Every day over the next couple will become warmer and brighter. And it's going to feel a lot more like summer again by Thursday. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Stern Tracker 2 Doppler radar. If you're heading out this evening, there are a couple of sprinkles that are showing up occasionally. So it is possible we could see a few sprinkles and some mist with a lot of this low-level cloudiness. It doesn't look to last for long, and we do get a chance to dry out. And again, the most consolidated area of rain that's showing up is across Lewis County and into Oswego. This is going to be dropping southward. Again, a couple of sprinkles are possible this evening. Well, the air conditioner most likely has gotten a nice break over the past couple of days. Actually, a lot of people on Facebook chiming in, turning on the heat today. How about that? Well, you'll probably need the air conditioner by Thursday. We're looking at a pretty significant warm up here. Temperatures back into the 80s. And then looking ahead, there are some strong signals that it gets even warmer heading into early next week. Take a look at this photo. This is from Rich in Yorkville. This is called a robin moth. They don't last for very long. They're alive. Their average lifespan is about 10 to 14 days, but this wingspan is 7 inches. So a pretty neat sight in our local area. And again, a big thank you to Rich for submitting that. Looking to do some yard work over the next couple of days. You'll have more opportunities going forward. We're expecting some drier weather as we get into the middle of the week. Our MoCast is brought to you by Clinton Tractor. A cool day. A lot of our skywashers checking in the 50s. Clinton 57, Norway 56, Old Forge 49, Cooperstown, Stewart with 57. We've got low pressure overhead. This is going to weaken and move to the east. We're expecting the weather to improve. Cloudy skies tonight, cloudy skies early tomorrow, but we should see a few breaks of sunshine in the afternoon, and it doesn't look as cool as today. Expecting highs to make it into the mid-60s. Clearing out tomorrow night. Wednesday is the day I think you'll really notice the change. We should see some sunshine, and it's going to be a lot more comfortable with high temperatures in the low 70s in the afternoon. Tonight, cloudy, a low of 49. Tomorrow, a cloudy start to the day, but we should see a few breaks of sunshine in the afternoon, a high of 66. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. 80 on Thursday before a cold front arrives, and that brings some showers to Flag Day, which is Friday, 76. The weekend looks pretty nice. Father's Day and Sunday, temperatures in the upper 70s, and it's starting to warm up. 86 by next Monday.
All right, Bill, thank you. Still to come here on News Channel.
Let's look at the forecast. Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis. I got to say, it was a great night for our Go the Distance team to go run.
Yeah.
Cool. But boy, if I wasn't running, which I wasn't, it was chilly.
Yeah, a little chilly out there. We're turning the corner. We're expecting a significant warm-up in our weather.
Nice.
We're expecting more summer-like conditions to arrive over the next couple of days. Tomorrow, we'll be back into the 60s, so still on the cooler side, but you really notice the changes here starting Wednesday. By the way, we have a few milestones to hit over the next couple of weeks, and it has to do with sunshine. 2 days from now, we have the earliest sunrise of the entire year for Utica. It rises at 5:20 in the morning. 10 days from now, we hit the summer solstice, and 16 days from now, we get the latest sunset in Utica, 8:44 in the evening. So we have really long, bright days here in the month of June. Of course, it could be a little bit brighter with all the clouds that we're dealing with across the area. Current temperature 55 degrees, cloudy skies. We're expecting overcast skies tonight. Temperatures fall into the upper 40s, and we look to remain dry across the region. Again, that big warm-up is going to be taking place over the next couple of days. We're going to look at the forecast coming out. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. Decision 2020.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis.
Good evening. Another cool evening here in Central New York. We've been stuck in this cool, cloudy weather pattern, but things are going to change. We're seeing a pretty significant shift in the weather pattern, and it's going to bring a return to more summer-like weather as we head into the rest of the week. But again, tonight is going to be cloudy and cool. Even a couple of very light sprinkles are still showing up on the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. These are mainly north of the Mohawk Valley, but those do come to an end as we head into tonight. This a beautiful photo of the sunset. This is taken over the weekend by Karen Kent in Munnsville. Absolutely stunning photo. Didn't see a nice sunset this evening, mainly because of the clouds. The air conditioner has been getting a break. In fact, I know a lot of you have been turning on the heat today and over the weekend with those cool temperatures, but the air conditioner will be coming handy again as we head later into the week. It looks like Thursday will be the day that it will feel more like summer with high temperatures in the 80s. If you have to get the lawn cut with the rain that we've been getting, it looks like you have more opportunities over the next couple of days than what we've had lately. Late tomorrow would be better than earlier in the day. It still looks wet in the morning, or at least some showers from overnight along with some dew. Wednesday, Thursday, improving conditions. Our MoCast is brought to you by Clinton Tractor. In the 50s this evening, we'll drop into the upper 40s tonight as low pressure continues to drive our weather. This large area of low pressure will finally move to the east tomorrow, and we will see some slow improvements in our weather. Tonight, overcast skies, temperatures drop into the upper 40s, It's a cloudy start to Tuesday, but we should get some breaks of sunshine late in the day, and temperatures will be slightly warmer than today. We'll make it into the mid-60s. Clearing skies tomorrow night. The weather will be noticeably warmer and sunnier on Wednesday. Partly sunny skies, high temperatures climbing to the low to mid-70s. Cloudy tonight, a low of 49. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy. Not as cool as today, but cool for the middle of June, high of 66. But again, we do turn the corner here. 74 on Wednesday, 80 Thursday. Flag Day, a cold front arrives. That brings us some showers for Friday, 76 for the high. This system moves out for the weekend. We're looking at sunshine, temperatures in the 70s, and a pretty strong signal that the weather's going to heat up beginning Monday of next week with high temperatures in the mid-80s. We'll be right back.
Time now for a first look at the forecast with Chief Meteorologist Bill Carter. It's a little chilly out there tonight, but warm weather's on the way.
Yeah, we're going to see big changes in the weather. It is going to warm up. It's going to feel a lot more like summer here, especially by Thursday. We're going to make this in stages going forward. Tonight, it's dry, it's cool, and it's generally cloudy, and it's going to start out that way tomorrow morning, too. As we take a look at some of the milestones that we're going to be seeing here over the next couple of days, we're actually going to be seeing some big benchmarks or milestones with the sunrise and sunset times. 2 days from now, it's the earliest sunrise of the year, taking place at 5:20 for the city of Utica. 10 days from now, it's the summer solstice, the longest day of the year. And then a little over 2 weeks, 16 days from now, the latest sunset at 8:44. Now, these days don't line up on the same day as the solstice for similar reasons. We see this in the wintertime. They don't match up because of the way the Earth rotates around the sun. It's called the equation of time. It's complicated, but they don't line up. As we look at our current temperature, 55 degrees. It's going to stay on the cool side. Tonight we'll drop down into the upper 40s. Dry conditions on the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Warmer weather ahead. We're going to look at the forecast coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. Decision 2020.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. A cool night in downtown Utica, sitting at a temperature of 53 degrees. It did not feel like June today. Many of us seeing temperatures mainly in the 50s, although we officially did hit 60 degrees at Griffiths and Rome, barely. We've got some warmer weather ahead. This type of weather just doesn't last very long in June, and that looks to be the case going forward. A couple of sprinkles out there still showing up in the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, but I don't expect really much activity to linger around tonight. This, a look at the sunset over the weekend from Karen Kent. This was taken in Munnsville. Gorgeous shot there. We didn't see a sunset like this across the region with the cloud cover in place. A lot of people turning on the heat today, believe it or not. In fact, we could go from heat back to air conditioning in just a couple of days as temperatures warm up. I think Thursday will be the day where a lot of folks may consider doing that as temperatures climb into the low 80s across the region with increasing levels of humidity. With the rain that we've been getting, if you're looking to get the lawn cut, you'll have more opportunities ahead than lately. Either late tomorrow, we start out the day with some dew on the ground, so that it'll be a little bit wet in the morning, but we should get a chance to dry out. Wednesday, Thursday, better days, and it does warm up. Our MoCast is brought to you by Clinton Tractor. Temperatures this evening in the 50s. The extended cloud cover will prevent us from getting really cold tonight. If it was clear, we would easily be in the 40s. But the clouds are going to hang tough tonight. And they'll be around first thing tomorrow before this large area of low pressure will finally start to turn to the east. And once it does so, it's going to bring the clouds with it, and eventually the warmer weather will follow. Storm Tracker 2 Skycast tonight. Cloudy skies. Overnight lows drop down into the upper 40s to low 50s. It's cloudy again tomorrow morning, but we should start to see a few breaks of sunshine in the afternoon, and it should be slightly warmer than today. We'll make it into the mid-60s. Tomorrow night, skies clear out, and it will be noticeably sunnier and warmer on Wednesday, with high temperatures climbing into the low to mid-70s. Tonight, cloudy, 49. Tomorrow, a dry day, mostly cloudy skies, slightly warmer than today. Highs in the mid-60s. Temperatures in the 70s on Wednesday. Sunshine, 80 on Thursday. A cold front arrives Thursday night, brings in some showers, some thunderstorms that linger into Friday. The weather looks to clear out for the weekend. Looking nice for Father's Day. Temperatures in the 70s and some heat on the way. Mid-80s possible by next Monday.
Oh, I'm ready for it.
I think a lot of us are.
Okay, thank you, Bill. Coming up next.